This department offers the best equipment out there on the market, I believe. Our chief is always looking for new and improved technology that comes out to keep us as officers safer on the streets. Some of the equipment we have top-of-the-line computer systems within our patrol units. We do got a whole brand new fleet of Tahoes. In the computer system, we have an electronic ticket writer that prints out everything, so it kind of speeds up things on the side of the road when we're doing traffic stops. Each of the officers are issued a patrol rifle. We also got, beanbag shotguns. We also have tasers. Going on calls, you never know what we're going to run into. You may go to burglaries, and you're going to have to be the one to collect the evidence. We have the dust for on fingerprints. It gives you the opportunity to do your own investigation within the call. The Sealy Police Department, they also offer great opportunities for advancement within the department. We have many different specialized fields. We have a K-9 unit. We got narcotics investigation. We got our own CID, Criminal Investigations Division. And also there's a bike patrol unit that does go around in all the smaller communities around the area. And also there's a countywide specialized response team.
When you work for Sealy PD, it feels like you work for a big family. Everyone gets along with everyone, not just within the police department, but within the other agencies in the county. We get along with the fire department great. We get along with the sheriff's office and the medics. We all work hand in hand together, and it's great to be part of that kind of family. Sometimes the sheriff's office will beat you to your calls, and sometimes we'll beat them to theirs. That we all are on the same page and we all get along. You don't get that at a lot of other agencies like you do here. One of the best things about working for Sealy PD is the shifts. We work 12-hour shifts. Every other weekend's a 3-day weekend. You'll get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off every other weekend, which is just great. You don't see that in a lot of other departments, especially if you're starting off as a younger officer. You don't have to wait 5 or 10 years till you have some seniority, and then finally you can have some good days off. Here, you're not going to be stuck with Tuesdays and Wednesdays off for the first 3 years of your employment. Here, you only work 16 days a month, and you can still have a life outside of work. You can still have weekends with your family and stuff like that. Sealy is a great community that you can raise a family. You have cost of living is very reasonable, and that it's always expanding and growing, so there's new houses being built all the time. The school system is fantastic. We have a great working relationship with the ISD Police Department, and they do a great job with the schools. There's very little problems in the schools. We also have a blend campus here in town, and so people that are interested in furthering their education, they can still stay right here in Sealy without having to drive to other communities. On top of the great shifts, Sealy also believes in technology that betters officers. The department's really great about any new technology or equipment that comes out that can help us do our job better, safer, and faster. They're absolutely interested in. All of the officers are issued TASER X2s, the new style, the semi-automatic style, and it's really great to know that we have in-house trainers and everything for that. Here at Sealy, we got a brand new public safety building, so our brand new police station, they built it just for us. We're the only ones in here. It doesn't have any multi-functions like with the courts or anyone else that we have to share it with. They built this building knowing that it was going to be used for our future growth and expansion, so they built it even larger than what we need so we can grow into it even more. It also features full workout room, locker rooms, training rooms, from evidence processing labs and armory. I mean, it's completely equipped with everything we could need, and they plan on this building lasting us at least another 30 years with no problems.
What I like about the Sealy Police Department is this is a fairly small community. It's still growing. What's great about it is you start meeting people throughout the city, and you start building relationships with them, and these relationships develop over time, and you feel like you're actually making a difference with people once you start helping them out, and being that it's a small town, you can really feel that you're making a big impact on people's lives here. It's you don't have the where it's just call to call to where you don't have any idea who these people are. You develop relationships with them, and they can start counting on you, and they'll start saying, I want to deal with this officer, or I want to deal with that officer, because you build relationships with people, which is really nice and builds for great relationships between the police and the community. We're not swamped with, 15 calls waiting for you when you come onto shift. So now there are days like that, but that's what's nice about it is you have those action-packed days where you're just going call to call to call, and you have your other days which are slower, which you can actually be proactive and get involved with the community. Everybody is friends with each other in and outside of work. I know if I have any kind of problem, I can call one of my fellow officers. They'll be there and as soon as they can to help me out. And it's the same way with them. They can count on me to help them with any kind of issues that they have. I started here last year, and we were still on 8-hour shifts, which means you work 5 days a week, an 8-hour shift, anywhere from 6 to 2, 2 to 10, and 10 to 6 in the morning. We've recently transferred to a 12-hour shift, which is really nice. Me being a younger officer, I had Tuesday, Wednesdays off, and it made it really difficult to have a life outside of police work. Now that we're on 12-hour shifts, I have every other weekend off, and it really makes a big improvement when you have a 3-day weekend every other weekend besides having just 2 days off, just like a regular job.
The Sealy Police Department's always been a very progressive police department. They're always looking to the future, trying to make sure that they are trying to be ahead of the curve. We're the first to have tasers in the county. We're the first to have less lethal for each officer in the patrol car. Patrol cars were the first to have the digital cameras. Also the computers in each car with the automatic ticket writer to bring up the TCIC, NCIC in the car. Every tool you could need to get your job done, you have it. The city has continually increased our salaries to keep us competitive with other agencies. And by doing that, they've made it so that the city of Sealy has the highest paid police department in the county. Other agencies have overlooked that and lost officers from them that have come to us because our pay does continue to rise where theirs has remained stagnant. We also have the ability to accrue our sick time, vacation time, holiday time, and comp time. Those are all for you to be able to use to take off if you need to be with your family or if you have things to take care of in your personal life. We have the ability with the city to cash out some time, which helps especially around Christmas or when bills come in. They've always made sure that we are able to basically take care of our families. The city of Sealy, being close to Houston, has realized that the growth of Houston is coming this way. Instead of trying to shun that away and remain a small town, they have realized that growth is coming. They would embrace it and structure it in a way that benefits the community. As for our community, the people love us. They stop to help us anytime we need. You'll be out directing traffic and they'll bring you water. I mean, it's just, they've provided us with every tool that we could possibly need and made sure that the city does take care of us.
Second one in custody, RTQ have first one in custody.
Second one in custody, 104761 copy.
The vehicle 901.
For valet 376 as well.
We got 2 in custody, no outstanding. We got a 945 for 20-year-old white male, laceration to the face.
Well, here at the Sealy Police Department, one of the best aspects of this job is that they pay us in grapefruit, which really comes in handy during the off seasons.
Here at Sealy Police Department, they give us all sorts of opportunities. They flew me all the way from Ireland. I get to play with traffic and